Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Nervous Nessie. This is day 2 of the Final Four trip. I wanted so badly to sleep in this morning. I was so tired, but I feel pretty rested. I have the feeling by the end of the day today, I'll end up really crashing out and probably having to maybe sleep in tomorrow. But I got up early. I decided to not do a sit-down breakfast. I just grabbed some Starbucks. I wasn't that hungry. So I am now on the road and I am driving to Mount Rushmore. I want to show all of you that area today in the light because there is a lot more to see there, and it was really hard to see stuff last night. Even when I took the videos and the pictures, they just weren't that clear. It was they lit up the side of the mountain there, and it just kind of blocked out, even because I tried editing the pictures and it was terrible. But I'm gonna go today and get some videos and pictures so you can see what that looks like during the day. What else do I want to do today? I would like to go to Deadwood, but it's probably gonna put me going through Sturgis, and the Sturgis motorcycle event, rally, I don't know what they call it, is ending today. Today's the last day of it. So in a way, I'm kind of wanting to wait on heading north, but at the same time, I have a lot I want to do today. So I would like to go to Deadwood, and up near that area is Wind Cave National Park. It's apparently one of the biggest caves in the country, so I definitely want to go do that, and then make my way into Wyoming and go to Devil's Tower. So if I can do all of that today, then I will be very happy. Don't know how far I'll get into Wyoming. We shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna put the camera away so I can really focus on driving. Traffic is not bad right now. We're just all going along at a glacial speed. It is not bad, but I do have some turns coming up ahead, so I will see all of you at Mount Rushmore. So I decided to come to the Crazy Horse Memorial. For some reason, I thought that the Wind Cave National Park was above Mount Rushmore, but I guess it's below. And to get to it, I was like, okay, I'll do Crazy Horse and just kind of do this arc around the Black Hills National Forest. I didn't realize that you have to pay here. I've got it on my phone. I took a picture of the sign. So the admission includes a theater presentation, a museum, a cultural center, the sculptor studio, the original family log home, mountain carving gallery, free coffee available. I might take them up on that because I just finished my coffee this morning. And you can get readmission for one visit within 3 days. And it does say seasonally there are Native American performers daily. For the prices, it's $15 per person in the vehicle. So I had to pay $15, but if there was someone in here with me, it would be $30. It says per car 3+ people. So if you have a family of 3 or more, it would be $35. And then per person walking on motorcycle or bicycle is $10. So, I don't know, I guess maybe you could somehow park a ways and, hike in if you wanted to avoid the cost, but, and it does say age 6 and under are free, but, And then it does say optional, weather permitting, $5 per person. If you're 6 and under, it's free. 25-minute rustic bus ride to the bottom of the mountain for a closer view. I don't know what that is, but I figured, okay, I was already here. Might as well pay and go inside and check out like their visitor center and see what that's all about and try to get some pictures and videos. So let's check out the Crazy Horse Memorial. Now they do give you a little ticket here. He mentioned something about showing the people inside the ticket. I don't quite know what that's about, which I'll find out. But they also give you this map. This is the visitor complex map. You've got the main entrance. Looks like, what is this? Wall of windows? Not quite sure what that is. Looks like some theaters right here. Museum. Nature gates. Not sure what that is. There's a gift shop. The Indian Museum of North America right here. A viewing veranda. I'm assuming you can get really good pictures right there. A snack shop, a restaurant. And I'm actually kind of starting to get hungry. It is lunchtime. I might check out the restaurant. I'll check out their prices first. There's a covered porch. What does that say? Sculptor's original family log home. The mountain carving gallery. The Native American Educational and Cultural Center, and the Sculptor's Workshop. So, and it says Bronze Showroom. Don't know what that is. So, it looks like there's a lot here. Then it does have, you know, it's just a little brochure, but looks like there's actually a good bit here. So, let's check this out. So, there's actually a lot to see when you do go into the visitors center there at Crazy Horse. When you first walk in, they ask if you have your ticket, and you have to put it in a box. Not sure why. I mean, you had to pay at the gate. I don't understand why they want proof and then on top of that having to put it into a box. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot to see there, and tons of, you know, opportunities to take pictures. Different, I guess, kind of angles of the memorial itself. They do have the dancers. I was able to catch a little bit of their routine. I could have stayed longer, but I wanted to kind of go ahead and move along with the trip. Now, I ended up eating at the restaurant. The food was really good. I will say that. It was actually really good. I ended up getting the barbecue, the pulled pork barbecue sandwich, and the fries, and a lemonade. All of it was good. The lemonade was not too sweet, which was nice. But one tip that I do want to give you is if you're here in the middle of the day and you're thinking about eating at the restaurant, it is better to go into the restaurant while the show is going on. Now, the show is right across from the restaurant, and everyone is sitting there watching the show. But once the show lets out, everyone goes to the restaurant. And I had like a 2-minute wait. There was a couple in front of me when I went in. But when I started to leave, the show was over and there was like 20 people in line. So if you are thinking about eating at the restaurant there, which I would recommend, the food was good. It's not touristy prices, which is nice. Plenty of seating and everything. And they do have a bar. I noticed it was kind of like a salad bar, but I think you could do like taco salad, because I saw where people looked like they did have some chips and meat. And then, of course, things like lettuce and cheese and stuff put on top. And that might be a cheaper option, especially if you have a family. But I would say it's definitely worth it to come here. You know, if you're going to be coming here, you might as well, you know, see the memorial. It's kind of neat to be able to come and see it even though it's not finished. So you could say, okay, I was there when it was at this stage. They've been carving it out for, I think, 75 years. So, you know, you could say I was there at the 75th year mark, and this is how much was done. But yeah, I recommend coming here. I am driving toward Wind Cave National Park. I just entered Custer, I guess is the name of the city. It is a population of 1,919, and an antelope just ran across the road. And there was a vehicle in front of me, had to stop to let this antelope cross. Luckily it wasn't me. But I am going to be heading toward Wind Cave National Park.
Turn right onto North 3rd Street.
And we'll see what that is all about. We have entered Wind Cave National Park, and there is a little bit of a drive to get all the way back to the cave itself. But I wanted to let the footage roll for a little bit so you can see what I got to see along the way, which is coming up here in just a minute. I wanted to try and shoot one video per day on this trip, but for day 2, there was just too much that I got to see and do. So I'm breaking up day 2 into 2 parts. And one of the reasons why is because you get to see unexpected things like this. So as you're driving along in Wind Cave, you come upon bison. They're free roaming. You just pull over on the side of the road, just like I did, and they're right there next to you. They come pretty close to your vehicle. You can get out of your vehicle and take pictures or videos, but you do have to stay a good distance away, because the last thing you want is a huge bison charging you. But yes, there are bison on the side of the road there. Now, like I was saying, I am breaking this up into 2 parts. And if you'd like to know when part 2 comes out, then subscribe. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about anything that you saw, or if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video where we get to finish out day 2. But until then, bye!